Hello everyone, welcome to Stealth Security. I'm Nikant Sharma, also known as Terra. And today at Stealth Security, we will be looking at using a wireless network adapter to scan for networks around you, how to switch it to monitor mode, troubleshooting if any, and all of this using the latest Kali Linux version, which is the LSB_release, and that's the command. You can find it on your terminals. So we're personally looking at 2024.4 release of the Kali, which is released on the 15th of September 2024. We'll find that in the command line as well. So this is the alpha adapter that we've come across. Got this from Amazon. It supports both 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. It has a much wider range for scanning, and it's easily compatible with Linux-based distribution. So we're looking at if Debian is your OS and Kali is the kernel that you're looking at. This one is easily compatible. You have some installations to take care of with the new updated Realtek chipset, which we will talk about in detail as well, and we will help you install the necessary drivers after knowing what the kernel version is. So, and just to show you, this is the alpha adapter that we're talking about. Comes with a USB-C connector. So it has two antennas. One supports 2.4, the other supports 5. The moment you connect it, you have an LED display and will have a blue light showing up. Overall, it's very convenient. It's very handy. I would take it to public Wi-Fi places just to run some tests with due permissions and diligence, because I'm working with some freelancing clients. So, and long story short, most importantly, whatever we show you on Stealth Security, please do not use any of these methodologies to attack a wireless network that you don't have permissions for. Because in this video, we will be discussing how to perform a deauthentication attack. And maybe later, if you all are interested, we could tell you how to capture packets and then do something like DNS spoofing or ARP spoofing sort of an attacks. But please, all of our videos are for education purposes only. Do not use this to attack any wireless network or any network that you don't have exclusive permissions for. Now, that being said, let's dive into our Kali terminal. So today we're diving into how to use the Alpha Wireless Network Adapter with Kali Linux. And at the end, we'll perform a deauthentication attack. So let's dive into it. Firstly, you have the LSB_release-R command. So that will show that your Kali release version is 2024.4. If you do not have this, you can always use apt update and apt upgrade. So you are up to date with your entire Kali system. We have uname-A and uname-R. They pretty much both give you information about the system kernel version. So based on that, we can find the necessary headers that are required, which will bring us to the following part. So as you can see, ours is 6.11.2. And now we need to find the headers for this particular uname version. So you can find at apt search linux-headers, and you can grep headers. We're primarily looking at the AMD 64-bit for my system, because it's built on the Debian operating system and it's a 64-bit architecture. So that should be something you might be using, or you can find it as per your system as well. And finally, we have the Linux headers that we're installing. Now, as you can see, the uname-R is being used, which will prompt the installation to be with this particular version. And the sed is simply an editor that will help us edit through the hyphens, special characters, and S, if I'm not mistaken, is for a substitution. So there we are. I have already have this pre-installed. In case you are doing it for the first time, you will have the installation option with yes or no. So select yes. And as I, of course, mentioned earlier, that you should have your system updated. So please, in case you do not have it, press or just type in apt update and apt upgrade. I love how I said the word press. Well, apt install Realtek. Now, this is the driver or the chipset that is being used by my Alpha wireless network. So you can find that information on your own. And most of the wireless Alpha networks are compatible with this particular chipset and the Kali distribution that we're looking at. So this should not be a problem. You can just scan for it by typing ls USB. This will list all the USB devices that are potentially connected. And we can see our Realtek device here. In case you don't, here's a quick troubleshooting. You go to settings, you go to USB, you make sure you have USB 3 selected and you press the add button. Here you can see your device after you've connected it via USB. Simply click on it and press OK, and your wireless adapter will be connected to your Kali machine when it's VirtualBox. Finally, after that, we simply type iwconfig, and as we can see, we have WLAN 0, and it's in managed mode right now. It supports frequency of 2.4 gigahertz. You have some more information right there. Now let's check airmon-ng, which is start WLAN. This will start the monitor mode capability of our network adapter, wireless network adapter. So as you can see, previously it was on managed mode. I've highlighted it just for a better view, and now it is in monitor mode. Alright, so airmon-ng check kill. This command is very important. I've had some trouble earlier with this on the initial days. So as you can see, WPA_supplicant, this is a process that was running, and this might hamper our monitor mode capabilities, so we're just killing it right now. And followed by aerodump-ng. There we are. We can see that it is scanning all the networks that are there. So it's basically dumping after reading through various various Wi-Fi spots that are around, and it's just showcasing it for us right now. So WLAN 0, simply your wireless configuration name with aerodump-ng. And these are all, you can see respective channels, you can see the beacons, you can see what kind of cipher or encryption they're having, what kind of authentication that they're using. Now, ESSID is the name of the router that is provided, and the BSSID is essentially the MAC address. So we've got some things to do with the MAC address when we're trying to do a DeAuth attack, which you'll come around and you'll see it. Now we have aerodump-c is for channel. So we're currently looking at channel number 10, which is, we're targeting this device called Nikant, and we've taken the BSSID of the same. So that is right here. And followed by, with W, we're saving it in a capture file, and with whatever information that we're getting from the packets that we could get out of it. And obviously WLAN 0, because that is the element that is the most important part. If you do not, or if you miss it, and if you don't type it, here's what's going to happen. Let's see. There might be some issue. All right, yeah, let's go. So I stopped typing WLAN 0. As you can see, no interface is specified. So here, when you don't specify your interface name, which is WLAN 0, it won't work. And it's obvious a lot of people tend to miss out on these nitty-gritties, like I did in the past and learned it the hard way. But here we are. So now you have aerodump-ng-c for the channel, and we take the BSSID, as you can see, which is E4C32A AB01DC. Simply copy the selection. And then let's just capture the packet and see. For the further use, we will be making another video with WLAN 0. And for the purpose of the demonstration, there is only one device which is connected, and that is my Android phone. So you can see various informations like how many frames have been gone, it's the rate, the station, essentially. Station is the device. So we're simply quitting right now to understand, okay, what devices are connected. And we'll finally run a de-authentication attack. So with --DeAuth, 0 means that you are going to kick every single device that is connected out of the network. They won't be able to connect. Every single device connected to this particular BSSID, which is the router, and WLAN 0. So we need to specify the interface. And as you can see, we're constantly sending the authentication packets. They're just on broadcast. And on the other side, as you can see onto this device, my Android device, it earlier was showing connected, and now it's simply showing saved. So basically my Android phone got kicked out of the network. So thank you so much for watching. And last but not the least, airmon-ng stop WLAN. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for some more updates from Stealth Security. And if you like our video, do share it, comment over it, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more.